Welcome back to another episode of Creating Magic. I'm Dani.
And I'm Paula.
And today we are bringing you our 4th annual gift guide. Yeah, we're in season 4, so I think it's 4 now. I think I've done one every year. Wow.
That's a lot of gift giving.
That is. This year it is only Paula and I.
Yes.
But we want to bring some fun items. We have 3 separate sections this year. I did not put books on this year's selection.
What?
I know, right?
I'm just going to throw in, you have to get the Britney Spears book, okay?
Okay, so here's some book recommendations on what we have read or are currently reading. Britney Spears book.
That's it. That's all I have.
And if you are a listener of us, you know how much Paula reads, so it's a big deal that was like a one-day book for you.
It was. And I have never finished the book in one day, ever in my life.
I just remember because we were all in Dallas. You read it on the way to Dallas, and you said you were getting ready to go to bed because you had to fly out the next morning. And I had rolled over to look at you, and you were reading.
I was like, I gotta finish it.
I was like, who are you, me?
I am for Britney Spears, apparently. Not for anything else.
I do have some really good books I just finished, so I'm going to pull up the titles. These are not Potter related. None of these are some of these aren't even fandom related. I will say the big thing, and I'm assuming that anyone that has read the series already owns Iron Flame. So that's
everybody's talking about.
The current big read. If you want a good pre-order, Crescent City 3. And then The 6 by Lauren Grush. It is about the first 6 female astronauts in the history of women joining NASA.
Oh, that's cool.
Very good. I love space. That's a known thing. But it was really cool because they talked about, it also covers the Challenger explosion, but it talks about how at that time in the world, being a woman trying to get into a science, one of them was in her master's program for chemistry, and she's like, oh, I'm about to graduate, I should go talk to my advisor. And she went and talked to someone, and she's like, what's the best way to go about getting a job in chemistry? It was chemistry or physics, I can't remember specifically. And the teacher's response was, what? You're gonna work? That wasn't an option for females that were going to college. They just went to college as a baking class. It was a side activity. It wasn't something to actually use in the future. And then the discussion.
So you were going to college for home ec.
Yeah. And they talked about how the news would focus on if they were bad parents because they had children and they were going to space, or what was going to happen when they started to have children. But it was just very informative and interesting to read about their experiences of what they had to overcome to become astronauts.
So it's a real, it's not fiction, obviously.
No, it's not fiction. It follows and it intermingles all of the 6 women. They called themselves the 6. It was the first 6 females that were accepted as NASA astronauts. And it follows their timeline of what was happening to each of them at the same time. So it'll jump back and forth between each character, not character, but person. So Sally Ride is in it, and it'll start with their early career and what got them interested in the sciences and why all of a sudden what drove them to one of the girls was an oceanographer, and she was really into that, and then realized that she could actually do it for space too. And their journey of figuring out this is something they really wanted to do and how invested they were in it.
That's cool.
It's also out on audiobook. Very good audiobook. I started by reading it, and then I switched over to audio. And then the other book I read, also not a fantasy book, The Keeper of Hidden Books. It is by Madeline Martin, and it takes place in Warsaw, Poland, right before the Nazis invade. And it's about this girl. It's her last year of school, so she was trying to figure out what she wanted to do, and she was a volunteer at the library. And and I think part of it was actually based on a true story. At the end of it, the author talks about where she pulled her information from and how they went about hiding books that Hitler was burning and requiring to be destroyed. so that they would not be destroyed in case it was the last copy of that book, and how the actual Warsaw library system, and that I know was based on the true story, was affected during the takeover of Warsaw.
Wow. That sounds cool.
It is a fiction book, but it is based on like facts.
On a true story, yeah.
Yeah, it was just very well told, and like you kind of got a sense of like what was actually happening. It was so good. And like her dealing with her closest friend was Jewish, and how like that separation happened, and when like the encampments started coming up where they couldn't leave their neighborhoods, like, so not necessarily like the loving Christmas story you might be looking for, but very good book for the book readers. Let's start with official type merch, our big stores where we find our everyday things. So
our everyday things.
I don't know how to describe it. Like, I don't want to be rude and be like, it's the big box store or like Amazon, like, but I do have items from those lists that I think, like, you and I both received the cookbooks from Inside Editions.
Yes. And I made the tomato soup from it, which was really good.
Oh, nice.
It was really good. I was like, ooh. It was delicious.
Yeah, so you have just the Harry Potter one, right?
Yes.
Okay. I also have the Star Wars one.
Ooh.
Because there's some fun stuff in here that the kids, like, both of them have like very fun, there's harder recipes, but then there's some easier ones. There's drink recipes. I was looking at some of the, was it like the Durmstrang and the Beauxbaton drinks? Yeah. They looked fun and festive.
I liked that it was in like, you know, US measurements, because a lot of times when you get like an official cookbook, it's in like metric.
Yeah.
And yes, I know it is the superior one, but your girl can't read metric measurements.
Well, and it also doesn't translate as cleanly as you would like.
Or sometimes they have like names for different like things. I'm just using like baking powder. I know it's called baking powder, but you know what I'm saying? Like some of the ingredients, you read it and you're like, what is this?
Mm-hmm. And so like even like with directions, so like this isn't cooking wise, but they do have some like knitting books. But if you read a pattern for like crocheting, that is, I don't know if it's UK based, but I know in Australia, because I was working on a bluey pattern.
Mm-hmm.
When they say like the double crochet, I forget what the actual terminology is. They actually made it in a single. So when I was making I had to Google it because I was making something for our dear friend Emily that was bluey themed. She hasn't received it yet, so hopefully this year is the year. And I was making it. I'm like, this is huge. There's no way this is right. This is huge. And I essentially doubled the entire pattern.
Because a funny story.
I think these are printed US wide. So if they do have international copies, I wonder if they are translated into the metric for the area. No, I really do like these cookbooks. They're really pretty too.
Yes.
Like
the kids want to do the snowman thing. It's like a little dessert thing. They're like, oh,
the cake. That. I flipped right to it.
Well, that one, yeah, and but there's also like a little like dessert looking thing, or maybe I confused with something else. But yeah, they have lots of stuff in there. The tomato soup though, delicious.
I'm gonna add that to the list. I was my heart was a little sad when I opened to the page for I'm Sorry Neville biscuit pops. They're really cute, but it makes my heart sad that they had to steal Neville's lollipop. Oh, are you crying for Neville?
Oh, poor Neville.
Yeah, right. But no,
it's really a great book. I love a lot of the recipes in there, and I'm very excited to try it.
Yeah, the Star Wars one has a lot of fun stuff too. They have like a lot of funky desserts and stuff.
Ooh, that looks good.
I don't even know what I opened to. I just opened to a page with a pretty picture. Sockets special. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Sand minnock and cheese. It's a version of mac and cheese. That's why it looks good.
Oh, okay. That's why it looks good. Cheese makes everything better.
The drinks in both of these are like, ooh, I need to try some of these drinks out.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to come over and we're just going to make a bunch of different drinks that are pretty.
We should go live and just make drinks.
We can have our own cocktail show. I have a shaker. We can do mocktails too.
We would have to make some mocktails because I don't think I can get through several drinks.
No, we'll do mocktails and we'll start with some fun and then switch to mocktails.
Anyway, let's see what else is there. I'm gonna tell you some of the things that I have like official merch wise in my on my own Christmas list. Is that freaking adorable Dobby? He's like $50, but he's tiny and he has the cutest eyes.
Who's he from?
I want to say I have him on in my Amazon cart, like just waiting.
Check your Amazon cart. Give us a brand.
I am. I'm going there right now.
I know some huge Dobby fans that probably want to add him to the list.
I have him in my cart for that day that like inspiration hits to be irresponsible.
Mm-hmm. When you're stressed and you're just like, I need a treat.
When I'm stressed, I'm just like, I need this. Okay, this is, let's see, Wizarding World Harry Potter Interactive Magical Dobby doll with sock.
We'll link
you know what this looks like? Yeah, this thing is adorable. They have a Hedwig too. Oh my god, the price went down. Maybe it's time for me to be here.
Ooh.
He was $50, but he's only $36 right now.
That's a big deal.
Lowest price in 30 days.
Yeah, we will be posting all of these to our feed and have links and pictures of everything. So if you need a more visual or if you want the links to things.
I mean, if you're a Dobby fan, you know what I'm talking about. This thing he's so cute.
Because I love you Dobby collectors out there, but some of those, like the one Carla has, if that was in my office, I would freak out regularly because I think it was a person. So cute.
Isn't he he is the cutest Dobby I have ever seen. He's like this big and he makes like sounds and stuff. He's for kids, supposedly.
So he's 8.5 inches tall for people that don't know what this big is.
This big. Now you know, 8.5 inches, this big.
His little eyeballs.
Look at his little sock. I'm sorry. He's the cutest thing I've ever seen. But yeah, that's like one of the
he reacts to the sock. React.
Girl, he's the cute.
Oh, he moves his eyes, ears.
Yeah, I remember that time we did an entire episode on Dobby.
Oh my god.
Sorry, everybody. We said we were going to talk about all things, but we're really only going to talk about this Dobby.
There's a video of him. We'll link this because everyone now needs this for their collection.
He's so cute.
What else is on your list?
Official merch. I don't really have a lot. I'm in my responsibility era.
One of the things we have been seeing a lot of people post about this week, since we were talking about baking and then crafting, the woobles.
Yes, the little crochet things. They're so cute. They have like for every. I mean, they have like the Harry Potter ones now too, but they had like the BTS ones I saw. I was like, oh, I think I might get one to like make it for Griselda or whatever. But
actually, like, so I've never done a wooble. Are they just called?
Me neither. But I saw them on Shark Tank.
But I've recommended them to people who have asked me about the best way to learn to crochet because I am a crocheter, I am a knitter. And if you're not with me, I can't teach online with those types of things. I also knit left-handed. So if you're left-handed, I'm really good at teaching you to knit. If you're right-handed, I can't help you, even though
I'm left-handed. So I cannot teach anybody to crochet because I crochet wrong.
And that's me with knitting.
Works for me.
And I'm right-handed, but I actually knit left-handed.
But yeah, those kits are super cute. And they have like all kinds of like little animals, not only like licensed stuff, but like I said, I saw the BTS ones and I was like, oh, this is so cute.
This little purple, I'm in my dragon era.
I know you are.
He looks like Figment.
Yes.
He's cute.
So cute.
If you've ever wanted to crochet, these are honestly a great way to get started and to teach you what you need to know to be able to move on to bigger things. They're adorable. Ooh, let's see what collabs they've done. So they have the Harry Potter ones. Dobby's adorable since we're on Dobby kick tonight.
Yes. So cute.
They have the Pac-Man ghosts.
Yes.
There's
I
some
really want to
rabbit.
like touch it because
You
the
want to feel the
yarn is not,
yarn. You want to,
I
yeah.
want to feel the yarn because it's not like regular yarn. And that's like
It
one of their
looks
things
almost
too. Like I cord, right? Like,
I was thinking like a
um,
parachute cord type of
yeah.
situation. That way it doesn't fray and you don't deal with a lot of issues when you first
Like where
start
you put the hook
through it.
through between. Yeah.
Mhm. My other issue
But
had
like,
always been my tension when holding things.
yeah. Oh, my tension is horrible. Like it's my tension's tight.
It took me a while to get I'm a stronger knitter than I am a crocheter, but these woobles deserve a
Yeah,
place on my shelf.
that's come up. The sand cloud towel is another one. I really want one.
Let me, honey, you should mention sand cloud towels. There's literally one on my lap. It's not a Harry Potter one. This is their towel size.
Yes.
And I use it as a blanket all the time. You've seen this because this is the one of my favorite things about sand cloud towels is the weight of them. And I take this one to me with hotels because they don't feel heavy, but I have a problem. Like I can't sleep if I don't feel like I have a weight on me of some sort. And sometimes hotels, the blankets are just not heavy enough. And so I travel with this because it keeps me warmer when you end up in a hotel that's freezing and I feel like I have something on top of me.
So have you ever dried yourself with one or no?
Yes, I actually have one of the Star Wars ones. I have a regular size that I do take to the beach with me.
And you think it's really good at drying?
I actually would like to get their bath towel set. I do
Yeah.
recommend, and they have posted about this, is that one of their biggest requests was to get rid of the tassels. So they do now have towels without the tassels. But their Harry Potter line, they also have the party blanket, which is like the big blanket, and they have a snitch one. It's currently sold out, but I want it so bad for my bed. Another item they have that I am a true fan of is they have hair towels. So they're the ones that when your hair's wet, you put it on your head and you can wrap it, and then it like has the button in the front.
It has like a little button.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
And I travel with that one. I hadn't been able to use it for a while because my hair had been too long for it.
But now you're back.
Now I'm past back. It's all gone. I have loved SandCloud products for years, and I will vouch for them. I buy them all the time when I can. I haven't bought any of the Harry Potter line, but I'm so tempted. But
I almost did. I was like, but maybe I'll treat myself this month. It's my birthday. So.
Birthday.
Treat yourself.
We got a lot of birthdays coming up. Roosevelt shirts. They have some new lines. They're have you seen their new bomber jacket?
Yes.
It's so pretty.
You're like,
well, the one that's getting me, and I'm waiting for them to release more prints of it.
Is a hoodie.
That pullover. That is the material of Roosevelt stuff is Florida friendly.
We love that.
And that pullover is like the light performance weight that I'm usually wearing for a long sleeve in Florida. And they have Star Wars, they have Harry Potter, they have Disney. They actually just did a big collab with Paging Mr. Morrow, Tom Morrow. It's really nice. But that bomber, it's a reversible Deathly Hallows bomber jacket.
And we love versatility.
We do. We also love candles.
We do love candles.
Which one was my favorite? I think it was these are from Homesick, and they kindly sent them to us. Paula hasn't smelled them yet. I'm bringing them down to her soon. I think next weekend. Oh, I think it's the Diagon Alley that I liked. So Diagon Alley it says Harry Potter and Hagrid stroll cobblestone lanes collecting school supplies as the magical world unfolds. Notes of Elmwood float from Ollivanders and the scent of butterbeer escapes the leaky cauldron.
Ooh. I'm in for the butterbeer.
Mm-hmm.
I love sweet scents. I'm like on the norm. I'm like a vanilla, sugar cookie.
This has vanilla. It's not super sweet. It's like a sweet clean. Like you know how there's that range where you're like a clean scent and then you have like the sweeter? It's like a happy medium where it's not super sweet, but it's also not like on the far end of clean. It's like right in the middle. So, and then platform 9 3/4, and then they have a Quidditch one. So if you are a candle person, homesick candles. And then when you melt them all down, there's a picture inside the jar.
Ooh.
I haven't gotten that far yet, so I don't know what the picture is.
That's like the charmed aroma candles too.
Mm-hmm.
They're so pretty that I would be like, am I ever going to burn this?
Have you seen the Patronus one? I don't necessarily need the candle, but that Patronus that lights up, I think I just like things that light up. I'm like a 4-year-old child.
Yes.
Clothes.
Yeah, light up shoes and
Let's move on to small shops. We have one that is also official merch. So let's start with them. Yeah. Because they're licensed. But I still think of them as a small shop.
Small shop, yes. And that is Conquest Journals. You want to hear something funny? Hansel asked me. This is a true story. Hansel was like, hey, what do you think of this? Do you like this? I think I'm going to get it for you. It was the Waiting for the Night reading journal. And I was like, you mean this?
You mean this beautiful black gothic
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
I wrote in it today and I was like,
I haven't. Of course,
I wrote about Britney Spears.
I actually have decided, I set a yearly goal for reading. And so I am actually waiting until January to start writing in my reading journal.
Oh, no, I already started. Girl, who knows when I'll pick up another book.
And then the Waiting for the Night also has... If you listen to us, you've heard us talk to Shelly because we love all of her stuff. But there's washi tape and
the pencil case that fits a Kindle.
The reading journal.
And it has a little elastic strap that you can hook it on to your reading journal. Just saying, you need that. She also does licensed merch. So she has like Friends, Harry Potter, the Herbology.
2024 planner.
2024. She usually sells out.
Yeah, so
planner. So
we have checked. It is not currently sold out, but it will.
Yes.
So now is your time to get this.
And then people are always like, hey, do you have any more? No, they're sold out.
Paula, what is your code for Conquest?
Unconceivable 10.
Or you can use the podcast code, which is Creating Magic.
Without the 10.
That's 10% off of Conquest Journal's website for any of their items. The tote bag also from the Mandrake line. Does the Mandrake line
The tote bag has a freaking wand holder, okay? And it has a little pocket and it snaps. The interior is beautiful. I mean, I could go on and on.
It withstands the beach really well. I took it to the beach with me.
Nice. I took it to a planner event and I filled that baby up with the swag that they gave me. I was like,
wait to see your planner swag unboxing.
Yes, I have to do that still. But yeah, they have stickers.
You will never hear a bad word from us about Conquest. We love everything. The pencil cases, the planners, and we use them all. If we looked at my desk, it's probably 65% Conquest journals because I also have the notepads and then like the daily schedule pads. So definitely watch out for them. And then throughout the year, yep, I have those ones.
This is the Schitt's Creek one.
Yeah, I have a Supernatural one, and then I do have one of the Harry Potter ones. And also, like, follow Conquest Journals on Instagram because, like, once or twice a year, they do a warehouse sale.
They're doing Black Friday.
Oh, they're doing Black Friday.
And this Black Friday.
So next week, get ready. They're going to have a Black Friday sale.
And you can usually use, in most cases, I've never had it fail, but you can still use the code on top of whatever the sale is. So
yeah, so make sure to use those codes. We'll post about it as a reminder.
We have Bits and Bobbin's shop.
Did you see what she posted today?
Yes, I'm very excited.
She gave a teaser.
They are so cute. House colors.
See if she said what they are before I say it.
Before I know, you're like, oops.
Okay, all the public has been given is something fun and new is coming this week, and you can see something in house colors.
Yes, in all the house colors.
All the house colors.
Not just Gryffindor.
Not just
and Slytherin.
No. And she spent a lot of time getting the right color match on.
Oh, I know.
It's been a process.
Because she sent me like the Hufflepuff ones. She would send them to me like all the time. I was like, this is a little off.
So she also has fun headbands and scrunchies.
She is the queen of headbands. The queen. Okay. If you want a good headband for doing your makeup, for wearing like every day.
Fandom style. I have Doctor Who ones. I have Star Trek. I don't know if I actually have a Harry Potter headband from.
Even I have a Harry Potter one, and I don't have hair, so
I might, but I know that like I specifically because she'll do custom orders, so I wanted some Star Trek ones, and she happened to have Star Trek fabric, and so I ordered that specifically for me. So
she does have like lots of fandom stuff. She also does like
she has the book
like
cover
infinity scarves. She hasn't done them in a while, but she did them last year. I have like one that she made for me.
She has like some t-shirts and things, little earrings, some fun
skirts. Stuff. Yeah, she has like all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so make sure you
the Luna skirt that I wear all the time is from Bits and Bobbin Shop. It's like my favorite item. If you've seen me, I wear a 3X and it fits me perfectly. So I'm a big fan of her skirts because they fit, and I do love that.
Yeah, she's very good at being
size inclusive.
I was like trying to say clothes and size at the same time.
It's okay. It's late.
It is. We tangented a lot tonight.
We did. Another one we can do is counter shading art. She does felt art, like ornaments and little wall hangings and stuff. She has this alchemy that has been on my list for a while. I think this month, as a treat yourself, I'm probably gonna get it. I love her stuff, and it's all like hand stitched. It's impressive. Just that from pieces of felt, she can make this beautiful magical creatures.
I have another cookbook to shout out.
Yes.
It's from her account is Sweet Spirits and Sprinkles. It's Hannah. If you were at LeakyCon, you may have found her booth. Honestly, if you also want things that are pretty to look at, the photography in this is gorgeous. So she has like house cookies and fudge, a lot of sweet treats. It's called Whisking Wizards. Whisk the magic of the wizarding world into your home.
Look at those little owls on the front. They're so cute.
They are little cupcake owls. She also makes tea towels.
Oh, nice.
I have one. It's the Fort Anglian. It says something along the lines of like, get in, we're headed to Hogwarts or something. But I got that, and I actually have a charcuterie board that I got from her at LeakyCon that says it's the Lupin line about chocolate. Eat, you'll feel better.
You're better.
And so it's a little like handcrafted charcuterie board. So her stuff's really fun. She's a small shop. Her photography on Instagram is gorgeous.
Speaking of photography, another book that we can shout out is Imana's book, We're in the Wizarding World. That it is, even if you don't want to like use it to, it's like a hidden
like
item.
I Spy.
Yeah. I mean, it is gorgeous. You just flip through it and it is the most beautiful thing ever. It's just gorgeous. It's beautiful.
And if you want to hear more about that, like make sure to go check out our episode we recorded with her over the summer about her book release. Let's
see. We have Mad One Studios. That's Ashley. She does like polymer clay earrings that are fandom related. She also does some non-fandom stuff as well, but it's all beautiful.
Very cute. She also does custom. So if you are doing like a cosplay or have an event where you need something to match, you can actually reach out to her on the gram and work with her, and she'll actually, and she does, this is a big one. She does clip-on and regular. So if you do not have your ears pierced, you can still get fun earrings.
Yes. She also has this barrette that matches perfectly a skirt that Kayleen at Bits and Bobbins has. It's like a celestial theme. It's beautiful. But yeah, she has like tons of stuff. We love a celestial theme. Wonder of a Kind. They
have a post. Cases. They did a post together where they match.
Yes. They're so cute.
They're adorable.
So we have a Wonder of a Kind. It's a woman-owned business. She does phone cases, fandom related. She has a pager one that's on my list too, but I'm still thinking if I need to like replace my phone before I buy it. But I love Pedro. So
there. Okay, and her account is
Mad One Studio.
Kind. Nothing in between.
Oh, Wonder. Yeah, it's the phone cases is Wonder of a Kind altogether.
Yep. And then, I wanted to also shout out, we had 3 of our favorite pin creators on last week, but I wanted to shout out Kimchi Creative because she has some cute little pins. We always have to at least include a pin creator. There's so many. We have so many pin creator friends. We can't name them all. So this week
needs its own episode.
It really does. She did this little invisibility cloak niffler running with a package. If you've been on my personal page, we did a reel where Hannah, Madi, and I were running with pumpkins over our head, and we actually were doing that based on her noodle collection, which is her nifflers that are always just running with random packages and items
over their head. Yeah.
So
cute.
So if you're a pin person, make sure to check out Kimchi Creative, creative with a K.
Then we have experiences,
which is my favorite section.
Yes.
I have realized that when it comes to receiving gifts, I would rather do an experience with my friends than receive an item.
I agree, and it doesn't clutter your home.
It doesn't, but it gives you good memories. It clutters my home with the photos.
Yeah, but that takes up way less space.
It does. It does. So let's start with a lot of these you have heard episodes on. The Forbidden Forest, which is in Little Elm, Texas, just north of
there until January, right?
January.
Yeah. I got to experience that for the first time last month in Dallas. It was worth the hype. It was beautiful. I loved it. It was pretty amazing. I want to go back just so I can go through the stuff more slowly.
Okay, it closes January 13th. So that is the last day. That is the only location they have this year. So last year they had 3 or 4 locations across the globe.
Yeah.
But this year,
right now they only have
the Little Elm location. And
well, my favorite experience is the concert, Harry Potter in concert. I don't have anything ever bad to say about it. I just love it so much. I think it's the best way to see the movies. I think that even if you never saw the movie and you wanted to check it out in concert, you should do it. I love it. And if Cineconcerts is listening, if you could get Elf near us in concert, we would love you forever. That is all.
Yes. And you can go to harrypotterinconcert.com for all the information. Just look at the map. They have, I'm not going to list any because they have concerts everywhere. I do know offhand, San Antonio's coming up, Little Rock's coming up, Orlando's coming up.
I mean, they have Nashville. So many. I mean, I
literally just named the places where we have friends that are attending. That was the basis of why I knew those cities. I know people that are near them planning to go.
So we are big fans of Harry Potter in concert. We love them.
Mm-hmm.
And like Dani said,
go every year if you can. Go and see every movie. We're still trying to get through the whole series with it.
Yeah. I've only done now I have Prisoner of Azkaban, Order of the Phoenix, and Half-Blood Prince. So, and then we'll obviously go see it in June, I think.
I'm trying to figure out which one I'm missing. I haven't seen Goblet. So have we now seen the same ones? I think I saw Chamber.
I don't know.
Because I think I did Tulsa twice, so it would have been Chamber and Prisoner. I missed 4, and then I've seen 5 and 6.
Hey, you missed the one that nobody cares about anyway.
I saw 3 twice. I know Goblet isn't our favorite movie, but I think the music is amazing. So I think it would be really fun to see because it has like such fun. Actually, I just want Paula to go as Dedrick for the
that's the fun part. So let me tell you something. I'm gonna just say it now. When we went to Dallas, I felt really out of place. I have always, every time I go to Harry Potter in concert, I go dressed up. And my first time was in Miami. It was not in Orlando, so I was not near like the theme park or whatever. But when we got to Dallas, there was people in like ball gowns. It's like
it was a different vibe.
Can you imagine if it was Goblet and I showed up as Dedrick? I can't.
We are going to find the right city. Don't let that deter you from dressing up.
I mean, at the end of the day, those people don't know me, so I don't care. But
like, there were people from t-shirts to ball gowns to cosplay. There were it was like 15, 16 of us that we knew, all dressed up in Harry Potter gear. Like kids were dressed up, adults were dressed up, people had cloaks up. So like, please don't let the fact that we saw people in ball gowns deter you from dressing up.
You show up however
fun.
You want. But for me, I just want any excuse to cosplay. So like, if you tell me that there's an event, I'm coming in cosplay. I don't need like a big push. I'm like, I did for a minute think about like, oh, I'm just gonna wear like Harry Potter gear. But I was like, no, I've always gone in cosplay, so why change that now?
I approve. I have a lot of fun going with you in cosplay. I really just have worn gear.
Yeah, you're a gear person. I'm a cosplay person.
Well, I need to plan better this year.
If I go to Goblet, it'll be the first time I cosplay as a character from my own house.
Oh, that's right.
I just don't. I don't.
Yeah, you
don't. This time I did Hermione.
We're doing Deathly Hallows 1 in June, so I'm gonna have to like start thinking about that now.
Mm-hmm. Me too. What am I gonna do?
We'll figure it
out. I really wanted to go to Prisoner of Azkaban as like Neville with like the shredded like robe, but I only have one Griffin robe and I wasn't willing to cut it out.
That's valid. I had actually been wanting to do a night bus look. I had wanted to do a conductor look and it just didn't get pulled together in time. And I was limited on luggage. Unlike Orlando, where we're just driving, we had to take into account actual plane travel.
Yeah. If we go to San Antonio, you could do the Chocolate Frog. It's the first movie.
Oh, what is?
I got a skirt for you. So what else? Oh, the exhibition.
So the exhibition is another one that closes in January in New York City. Right now, the next ones are going to be in, I think Barcelona, Spain has opened or is opening like this week. I've seen posts about it recently. And then I apologize if I say this wrong, Macau, China. So
can't correct you. So
there's no other announcements as of yet, but keep an eye on it because usually there is a US tour. We haven't had a point where there was a break in the US tour.
Speaking of tour, Cursed Child
is going on tour.
They're gonna go on tour. I'm so excited.
You can't buy tickets yet.
You can't buy tickets.
Don't know tour dates yet, but 2024.
Yes.
Make whoever wants to see it a card and let them know you're taking them when it comes.
Yes, absolutely. Like I was so excited when I saw that because I was like, man, why aren't they touring yet? Like because usually when something's like in New York for a while, it starts touring. And I was like, this is so weird that it hasn't like started touring. But I'm very excited. I haven't made it to New York yet. It's on my bucket list for next
I
year.
haven't seen it yet either. So you and I might be seeing it together for the first time.
Okay. Yay, I'm excited.
Cauldron Pub.
Cauldron Pub, another fantastic experience. I went to the one in
Alcoholic
Chicago.
and non-alcoholic.
Yes. I love the little shots, the
green
smoky
ones.
Yes, they were so good.
Like
they were good and
shots.
they were fun.
They were very good. You have Chicago, 2 in New York, Philadelphia, Brighton, 2 in London, Edinburgh. Off the top of my head, that's all I can give you.
That's a lot. I was like, Chicago.
Well, you were at Chicago.
Yeah.
And I did the tea in London.
This is why Dani's the Ravenclaw. She's the brains behind the operation.
I also I'm the one that interviewed for that one. So
yeah.
And in New York, you can also do the tea. I really enjoyed the tea. So if you're not like a nightlife drinker type person, and like you don't have to drink to do the potions class, but the tea's a little more like laid back and during the day.
That sounds nice. I think we're going to go to New York and we're going to see Cursed Child and we're going to go have tea.
Yes, I like that idea. And then we'll go to the New York store. Might as well just hit
I haven't been there. I haven't been there either.
We're gonna
I haven't been to New York in so long.
We're gonna make
but
this
yeah,
happen.
we're gonna make it happen. I think there was something else that popped into my head and it like appeared now.
As another experience?
I think so, maybe. I mean, obviously you have like the obvious ones like
I have
theme
2
parks
more
and stuff like that. Oh, go ahead.
LeakyCon.
Leaky.
West Coasters, it's coming your way.
Yes. 4th of July weekend.
It'll be in Portland, Oregon this year. And so if that's your thing, they have branched out. So like last year we had Elijah Wood and Sean Astin were there. Tom Felton.
That was my favorite moment of the entire weekend. And I have never seen Lord of the Rings.
That's my favorite thing is that your favorite thing of LeakyCon was
that panel that they did.
The panel
where they couldn't talk about it. Nothing. I feel like nothing could ever top that. Nothing.
It's so good. We have applied to be an affiliate for LeakyCon. So if we're approved and have those links, we will get those posted. Right now we don't, but you can just go to LeakyCon's page and get that information. And then my final experience I have, Literary Inc.
Yes.
Is happening in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Oh, there's something I haven't told you yet. Have you read any of the messages in
no
today?
No.
Okay, so this is going to be a surprise for you too. So Literary Inc. is a literary tattoo convention. I'm emphasizing that because us regular con goers, a tattoo convention is a bit of a different animal. It's still a lot of fun, but just be prepared. It is a different type of convention. It is the July 12th through 14th, and the 11th will be the pre-lit evening party. The creator of Literary Inc., Jennifer, has kindly gifted us 2 tickets to give away on the podcast.
Awesome. Yay!
So tickets are now on sale.
Who's gonna win?
I'll be posting a post on Literary Inc. for people to comment on. And Paula, what's a good code word? We will give a bonus entry if you have listened to this podcast and in the comments put a code word.
Oh my God, you put so much pressure on me.
I think since it's us, it might have to be Trevor.
I think Trevor is perfect.
On this podcast post, put the word Trevor and you will get a bonus entry into the giveaway for 2 tickets for the full weekend general admission of Literary Inc. in Chattanooga, Tennessee this summer.
That is amazing.
So thank you so much, Jennifer, for giving those. She just offered them to us to be able to give away to our listeners.
I am very excited.
So, and I will leave that giveaway open through the end of November.
All right.
And another event that Paula and I will be attending, it's in a few different cities. I think it has like 5 or 6 cities. And if you like Christmas lights, it opens I think it opens on like Black Friday or Thanksgiving night.
The 24th, right? The 24th of November.
It's called Enchant. It is. I'm going to have to look in this. There's so many cities. So it's in St. Petersburg in Florida.
Which is the Tampa area for those who are not familiar.
Okay, so there's a lot of cities. Kansas City, Kansas, not Missouri. Las Vegas, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, San Jose, California, Scottsdale, Arizona, and Washington, D.C. We can't tell you what it's about yet beyond that there's lights, there's drinks that come in little light bulb shaped cups, which I'm really excited to try. There's ice skating.
Do they light up, Dani?
I hope they light up. All Paula and I wanted at the Forbidden Forest experience was the drink that lit up.
Listen, we didn't even know what the drink was called. They were like, oh, what do you want? We were like, the one that lights up.
4-year-old, if it lights up, I'm really excited.
And then her ice cube died and she asked for another one.
Gave me one. It's out there. It's out in the living room on the shelf. Well, we can use them for our drink when we have our drink making day.
Okay. I have 2 as well.
I might have to order a pack just for us for having fun.
So yeah, we'll let you know about that.
We'll update you once we attend. But
yes.
I've been wanting to go for the last 2 years and I'm finally going.
Yay! We did it. Yeah, I'm excited too because I don't know if you guys know this, but I love Christmas. We actually both do. So
we do. They're also doing theme nights this year. There's nights where you could bring your dog.
That's so cool.
They're doing like a ladies' night. They're doing a military night, a
girls' night. There's like night. I did see that.
Yeah, they just posted about it today. But I am excited.
I can't wait to go. I'm very excited to get my Christmas on.
I'm ready. Yeah, they have the theme nights. They actually have a ticket, like a dinner ticket experience where you can also eat there. It's a bunch of stuff. So check them out at enchantchristmas.com. We will post all the links to everything. We will put some in our highlights, and we will link to all the items we have mentioned and some other items that we enjoy that we found that we just want to add. Anything else we want to shout out, Paula?
I think that's it.
Yeah. We will not have an episode next week because next week's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we're off.
We're off, but before
we got a day off.
Since we're not going to have an episode, we do want to thank you guys for always continuing to support us, to follow us, to listen to us, have many rabbit trails. But thank you for sticking through and continuing to...
Yes, we love you guys. Yeah. Thank you so much.
And thank you to my co-host for being my co-host.
Thank you for being my co-host too.
So enjoy your Thanksgiving, your Black Friday shopping, if that's a thing you do, your Cyber Monday, your Giving Tuesday, great time to give to your favorite charities. So just have a good holiday, and until next time. Yeah. Oh, I didn't shout out our socials. I got ahead of myself.
A mess.
All right. Paula, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, Threads at Unconceivable. You can also find me, obviously, on the Instagram page for Creating Magic.
You can also find us on TikTok at Creating Magic Podcast. We are on Threads. I haven't been posting a lot on there, but I need to push that up a little. They need to work
on I post on there every once in a while. I forget every couple of days, but
right now they need to figure out their switching of accounts on Threads, because that's my biggest problem, is that I can't switch back and forth through 2 accounts without logging out and logging back in.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can find me at Mandrakes and Mischief on the gram.
Twitch.
And Twitch. Yeah, I haven't been on in a while. Oh, for you, yeah, I have. We totally missed it
right now.
For you Switch users.
Yeah.
You can now
finally.
But I don't know what the gameplay is like. So if you play on the Switch, please let us know. Non-Potter related. Dreamlight Valley's about to go multiplayer.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Come visit us in our valleys.
Yes, come visit us in our valleys. Mine is still a mess, but I'm ready to take you as a visitor in my valley.
Once that's open, we will drop our codes because we want you to come visit us and not judge how many weeds are in our valleys.
Please don't.
So I think that's it. So until next time, keep creating.
Bye.
Come up with another clever idea to get us killed, or worse, expelled.